Everyone, Cheryl here with CG for You, and this is going to be my very first, it's going to be my very first tutorial video. I am really excited and really nervous at the same time. I still have my cold, so my already funky voice sounds a little more funky still. And the project I've chosen today for my first tutorial is one that I hope you really like, because it's really special to me. This is something I remember my aunt making when I was a little girl, real little, so it's been a long time. And it's something I wish I'd have thought of when we were doing decorations for my daughter's wedding receptions, because these would have been really neat. I don't know what they're called, and I'm pretty sure, you know, that my aunt wasn't the only person who ever did them, but I haven't seen one since then. So, that's why I decided that we would do this, and I'm going to make mine into a Christmas ornament, and these aren't going to be your hang on the tree ornaments. You'd have to have a pretty big tree, but more like one that you hang up, you know, on your ceiling or in a doorway or something like that. Now, I got to thinking when I was getting ready to do this that, you know, this is something that is so versatile and very inexpensive. You could use it for any occasion. You could use it for any holiday. Just depends on the colors you use and how you make it. You could even use it for home decor. It's just really that versatile. And as I said, it's not real expensive. And it's also, this one's going to be an upcycling project, because one of the things you're going to need is a styrofoam ball. Now, I've got a 6-inch ball here, and my ball is very beat up. It's got some dents and bumps and lumps and even a hole. And I thought about just throwing it out, but then I thought, no, you know, what if I just upcycle this into one of those? Because I guarantee when it's done, you're not really going to notice any of the lumps, bumps, or holes. And the price that styrofoam balls are, at least around here, I don't want to throw it out. So we're going to call this an upcycling project while we're at it. Anyway, like I said, I'm using a ball that measures 6 inches across. You can use a bigger ball if you want, and I think a 4-inch ball might work, but I don't know. I know this is about the size that my aunt used, so that's what I'm going to go with. Also for these, when she made hers, she used those little plastic medicine cups that you get, you know, like on the liquid medicines. And I understand you can buy those online and some other places. You can probably find them around your area if you just look. What I did was, I went to the dollar store and I found these little clear plastic shot cups like this. They come in a package of 24. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. And it's going to take about 2.5 of these packages, or roughly 60 little cups. So while this is really inexpensive and way cool because it can be used for anything, it's going to take a little time to do this one too. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be broken up into some segments. Also, we're going to need some glue. Obviously I like tacky glue. That's why I have this huge bottle of it, because I go through a ton of it. I am going to leave my ball white, but I'm going to paint it with Decor's Glamour Mist, or Glamour Dust. I can't even talk, can't even read. Boy. Anyway, I'm gonna be using that, and this is the white, and I know it's a white styrofoam ball, but since it's kind of dented up and stuff, I want to add just a little bit of sparkle to it, and it probably isn't really going to show when I'm done either, but I'm going to do it anyway. So this is the Ice Crystal by Decor, and the more of this you put on, the more layers, the more shine and glimmer you have on your project. I would also recommend having some good strong glue, like an E6000. I got a tube of Quick Grip. I'm going to be using that because that's what I have. And you know, the cool part is you don't have to make this a Christmas ball, and you don't have to make it like I'm making mine. I mean, you could, you know, the sky's the limit with this one. Really, whatever your imagination can come up with for colors and everything. And now the next thing we're going to need is some glitter. I know, I hear you screaming, ah, glitter makes such a mess. Yes, it does. It really does, and this is no exception. I am using just a red and silver glitter mix that I bought it at Dollar Tree. But you could use stickles, or you could go like to the dollar store and buy any of their glitter glues. For all of you out there who, well, when we get into it, when I get into what I'm going to do with these little cups, I can even envision this as a way cool shabby chic project. And also what I'm going to be using on mine, and you don't even have to do this step if you're making it for like, just a piece of home decor. You may not want to do this step. I am going to be using these little glittered light bulb shapes from, I got them at Hobby Lobby, but unfortunately when I went there they were having a big sale, and this is the only pack they had, so I'm going to have to see if they have more, or my ball is going to be half done. But anyway, yeah. Okay, and then because I'm painting mine, I'm going to use this little pouncer sponge. You could also use one of these here little sponge guys. But as you all probably know, and I found out the hard way, painting a styrofoam ball with a brush is not cool. Okay, so what I'm going to do first here is I'm just going to get out my little paint thing. And I am going to put my white glamour dust in there, like so. And I am going to put it on my poor beat up old styrofoam ball who's going to be like a caterpillar. It may not look very good right now, but when we're done, it's going to turn into something beautiful. Or at least cool. Probably not beautiful, but at least cool. Yeah, so those are your main things. I still have my cold. Our weather is so crazy around here. Like, I think it was like a week and a half ago, it was like 93 degrees out one day, and right now it's been in the 40s, the 50s, and yesterday morning I woke up and it was 32 degrees, right at freezing, so brr. You know, that's a little too cold for me. See what I'm doing? I'm hoping I'm in camera here. I need to learn to watch that. I'm just pouncing my glamour dust all over this poor old ball. Give it new life, I guess. Okay. And like really, use a good ball if you can, but I'm upcycling here because I also live in a town that is so small that we have, for business, some private construction companies. We have a guy who paints semi-trucks. We have a beauty salon owned by my friend Luann. Hi Luann, if you're watching. And we have a bar and convenience store in one. We have no school. We have no post office. We have nothing like that. And the closest town away is bigger, but they don't carry anything like crafting items. So it is either go to Brookings, which is about 25 miles away. They have a Walmart there. Or I go to Sioux Falls, which is the biggest city in the state, and I think there are somewhere around 200,000. And, I mean, they have Michael's, Hobby Lobby, Tuesday Morning, which I really need to stay out of because they have stuff so cheap. Yeah. So yeah, Tuesday Morning is a place that I really probably should always avoid because I have got so much stuff and I'm just a newbie crafter. I mean, really, but who can argue with the price of their items? Anyway, yeah, I'm probably going to have to let this dry overnight because it seems to take a while. I did another one just to see how it went because I've never made these. I just remember how they looked. Here I am twirling my little ball around. Cheryl's playing. It's really, 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 it's about midnight. I've been up for a long time. So, I'm getting goofy with being tired. I am probably going to stop this right here. let the ball dry, stop playing with it. And I will come back when it's dry and we will move on to what we're going to do with those little cups and the dreaded glitter. Hi everyone, I'm back and our ball has sat overnight now and it's dry. So let's get on with some more of this tutorial. Yeah, the ball obviously doesn't want to, it's rolling out there. Okay, yeah, stay. Okay, now, if you've, by watching, seeing the video here, you can tell I've already done some of the cups because that's a lot of cups to do. So I will show you on camera here what we're doing with this cup. Let me just zoom in a little bit. Oops. Go the right way. Okay. And so this is what we're going to do, or this is how I do it. If you find a better way, go for it. I'm just going to put some glue around the edge of this little cup. And this does not have to be exact. It doesn't matter if a little bit gets down inside. That's not going to hurt a thing. And just make sure you get enough that it's going to grab the glitter. You put it on. And then these little cups have a little lip around the edge, and I like to just take my glue, run it along the edge here. I hope you can see what I'm doing. And like I said, don't worry if it gets a little messy on there because it's not going to be a big deal. We're going to be putting the glitter around the edge. And of course, if you decided to use stickles or whatever, then you wouldn't have this glue mess that I've got going. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I've put some glitter into my little tray here. And I'm going to take the little cup, there we go, and I'm just going to rotate it around in there just to get the glitter on the top and on the sides. So it should come out looking something like that. Okay. Alright, well the next thing is to take our ball, and I have tried to, I forgot to turn the camera on when I did this because I did this right away. I have put I don't know if you can see it, I put a faint pencil line on there. Trying to find about the exact center of the ball. I used a little sewing tape measure like this, and I just kind of went around the ball till it was good and flat, and it looked like it was pretty even to me, so that's what I did for that. Now for the sake of our tutorial here, I am going to be using hot glue. Now I do not recommend hot glue for this project, because if you have to reposition your little cups, and you probably will at some point in doing this, you're going to want to be able to move it around a little bit. And with hot glue, it's going to stick because it's going to melt into your styrofoam, and it's going to come off. It's going to peel your styrofoam off, and then you're not going to have a very nice looking ball. So for the sake of this, I am doing hot glue though. And I mean, I would recommend whatever your favorite type of wet glue is, by all means use that. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to apply some hot, I need to zoom back in. Sorry people, I'm so sorry. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I've got some hot glue around the edge of this cup, and I'm just going to place it right about centered on the ball. So now we got this going, okay? And I am just going to keep doing this with all of my cups all the way around. And you want to leave about 1/4 of an inch in between each cup. And that will be important later when we get more into making this ball. I have here just a plain plastic kitchen thingy, little container to store leftovers. I got it at Dollar Tree. So, but it's gonna hold my ball for me while I'm doing this. And try to glue in as straight a line as possible when you're putting these on. I realize, that's nobody's perfect, and well, you can't always get everything just exact, but you can get close. Oh, this glue. I don't remember where I got this glue. I think it was some I bought at Walmart, and it is terrible. It has the worst glue strings everywhere. I mean, they just literally, this glue is just awful, so I won't be buying that again. Okay, and you see how it's starting? Oh, I need to zoom out now. I am so sorry. I am so nervous. All right, as you can see, we're going around the ball now with the cups. And my ball's got a mohawk. Okay, so I'm going to set it back down in here just to glue on a few others. And, you know, this would be a great project for kids if you could put them outside with the glitter, because I am making one heck of a mess here. Yeah, so we're just going to keep applying, and I am applying the hot glue to the cup, and these are dry, so it's not going to hurt to turn them over. And I'm just going to dot some hot glue around the back. It doesn't take a lot when you're using hot glue, but like I said, I really do not recommend it. And we're just going to put it on there about 1/4 of an inch away from that guy. Okay, and we're going to do that all the way around the ball till we meet back up over here. So I will speed this part up for you so that you don't have to sit here and watch me glue a ton of cups to my styrofoam ball. And I am making quite the glitter mess I'm going to have to pick up. So look at this. This is, oh look at this glue. Look at that. Oh, totally need to find something better. That's awful. And I'm just gonna place it about 1/4 of an inch away. Oh. And you know, if you're doing this with regular glue, you could just put your glue spot right on your ball too. And I might try that with the hot glue for this. See how it goes. Make a little shape about like my little cup. Making sure I keep it about 1/4 of an inch away. Line that up a little better. And another one right there. I am so sorry. I am so not used to the camera yet being there, and I am going to come up a little bit off, I think, on this. Okay, yeah. That one right there got pretty crooked, but see, I'm leaving just a little space between each cup. And that's going to be important later on because I think I didn't leave enough. I left too much space there. See, and this is what I mean about having to move these little guys around. You know, I'm ready for another cup now, and I'm thinking it's going to be a very snug fit. So, and this is why I say, and I'm going to show you here, for anybody who's new to this, see how my styrofoam ball has peeled up on my cup. Because the hot glue melts the styrofoam, of course, and then I'm just going to move that one a little closer, and then, so this is what I said about the wet glue. And I mean, this is good because this is a tutorial, and you know, I'm leaving all of my mistakes in because that's important too. So I've got to peel these up, and again, there's the bottom of my cup with hot glue all over it, and I need to lay that down because I need another glue stick. I got this trick. I don't remember where I saw it. I think it was May Made It's channel. I think, but I'm not sure, where you just take your glue stick, melt it on the end of your glue gun, and shove it in while it's still melted. Oh. And then it'll just stick to your other glue stick and feed right on through. Really cool technique. Really cool. Okay, so I'm going to move this. It's the wrong one. Alright, I'm going to move this guy. And I am going to leave all my mistakes in here because I don't really know how to edit them out anyway. My brother does my video, but sooner or later he's going to get pretty sick of me going, oh, can you edit this out? And I'm just not going to do it because this is crafting, it's real time, and that's how I want it to be. Now since I goofed up, I am going to leave this spot right here because we're going to need a place to hang this thing when we're done. And so since I didn't get it so that I could put enough cups all the way around, I'm going to leave this space right here for my hanger when I put that on. And then basically it's just keep going around, and I put them right next to the one, maybe offset it just a little bit, and again leave that 1/4 inch space in between there because you may have to move things around, and it just works right when you do that. So I will go ahead and keep putting these on. And I will fast forward the video so that you don't have to sit and watch me do the whole thing. Okay, I'm going to slow this back down now, and as you can see, as you get closer to the center of the ball, sometimes there's quite a bit of repositioning. I obviously did not get this as straight in the middle as I thought I did, and don't be surprised if you do end up with a few bigger gaps in these balls, because putting these little cups on these is not an exact science. It won't show when you're done unless someone's looking really, really close, and that would probably be my mother-in-law, because she likes looking at every little mistake you made. Did you know you missed this? Did you know you missed that? We don't get along real well. And personally, she drives me crazy when she does that stuff, because really, nobody's perfect. And there just, just isn't. See, now I have quite a gap here in the middle, and that will show. But what I'm going to do is, and this is what I said about using the wet glue, you are not going to have near as much problem with your styrofoam. And I'm betting all of you out there looking at me right now going, newbie crafters, there's a much better way to do that. And I'm sure there probably is. And if I'm going to stand up here because, I'm sorry, because I used to always stand up when I crafted, which everybody thought was kind of weird, but I did. I mean, to me, it was just the right thing to do. It just felt right. And I was using our pub table before I had this spare bedroom somewhat cleaned out so I could use it. Oh my gosh, look at those glue strings. That's just terrible. By moving this little guy in here a little bit, and see, not good. It's not going to really show, but still, I know I did it. See, and then by moving him here, end up with a little more space in between, and I mean, you can position them around a little bit to kind of take care of that, but again, don't use hot glue. This is just strictly for demonstration purposes. Okay, I'm going to be picking glue strings off this thing forever. Okay, so here's what we have so far. We have this ball. That glue is not sticking. Alright, we have this ball, and this is why I call it a retro deco ball, because it's very decorative, and it reminds me of the 1950s, but it also reminds me of the 1970s. Two eras I absolutely love. I never got to experience the 50s, but I was there in the 70s, and I thought that was a pretty cool era. Okay, so this is what you've got. Now, as I said, these are very, very versatile. They can be used for just about anything. This is a Christmas decoration. You see, I have some bigger gaps, but really, it doesn't show a whole lot. But at this point, I had made one just to see how they went, because I had never done one of these before. And I didn't want to come on here not knowing anything about what I was doing. So, like I said, I can see these being used for, oh gosh, Christmas. You could do one in pink and red for Valentine's Day. Graduation. I mean, you can paint the ball any color you want, or you can leave it just plain styrofoam. I mean, Halloween. I've got one. The one I practiced on is orange and black, and I'll show you that at the end of the video. Weddings, absolutely fabulous for weddings. You could do the wedding colors. And I was looking at it the other day when I made the one, and I got it halfway to the halfway point. And I flipped it over, and I thought, wow, you know what? I hope you can see that. Even like this, with the top left as a ball, wouldn't this be cool for half decoration? You could put your hanger up here, and then you could go ahead and, whether you paint the ball or whatever, wouldn't that be cool too? And you could have some half ones and some whole ones if you wanted, especially for wedding, I think, because I think I would put some of the flowers up here, maybe the wedding flowers, you know, and maybe some bows or something like that. You know, I just think this thing is really versatile, and can you see how it could just be a really cool decorating piece if you made it to match your house too. Another thought I had on it, I just need to reach into my drawer down here. I have a countertop mounted on a desk. Probably not the coolest idea, but I thought it was a good idea when I started this little get my room together dilly. And I am not finding what I'm looking for now. So I need to go down one drawer. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry guys. I am like so disorganized here, but it will get better, I promise, I promise, I promise. But what I thought about maybe making this a shabby chic project, I can't find any lace right now. Isn't that terrible? I have got so much of this stuff. I have an Etsy store, CG for you on Etsy, and basically what's mostly on there right now is I'm selling off a lot of excess stuff that I bought that I'm probably not going to be using. But anyway, you guys can get what I mean. If you are into shabby chic, how cute would it be to paint this ball like white or cream, maybe put a little pink on it, you know, give it that kind of distressed look, and then take these little cups, and since no one likes glitter, and I mean, I understand perfectly, but this is how it was originally done. What if you took like a small lace and put around the edge of the cup, and then maybe put some flowers or some other lace on the cup, stuck it on the ball? How cute would that be? I mean, that would just be awesome. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to break this video off right here because I don't know how long it's ran, but I'm pretty sure we're running, pretty sure it's getting kind of up there. So I am going to stop right here and clean up my mess. And yes, this ball will shed some glitter for a little while, depending probably on the type of glitter you use. But yeah, I'll be back and we'll finish this up. Thank you very much for watching.